You're probably going to be able to hear he is my hun, but my son drumming in the background because I was about to record and I heard him start drumming and I was like, do I go tell him to stop so that I can record? And I'm like, no, I'm doing what I love. He's doing what he loves. I'm not going to tell him to stop. So if you can hear that, I am sorry, but I'm not sorry because I love hearing him drum. But I hope it's not distracting to you. So, I guess we'll find out, won't we? And if in the future, if this is very distracting, I will make sure I don't record while he's drumming. But for today, that's what we're doing. So I wanted to just run through with you guys. I did my first Shop My Stash last month, as you may recall. And I just wanted to run through real quick, kind of something that I learned by doing this for the first time, some things that I would do differently, and just a couple things about some of the products. And then we're going to do a quick, look through my drawers as I grab for new things, and I'll do that to music again, just make it kind of quick, and then show you the things that I'm pulling for these next few weeks. So I have to say I thoroughly enjoyed doing this. I thought like I'd feel restricted by only allowing myself to use certain products and things like that. I did not feel that way at all. I actually really enjoyed just having my bag that I go to every day, not digging through drawers to pick things out. I use some things that I hadn't been using before and that kind of thing. So it has actually been really fun for me. So I am excited to switch out products and do it again. So let me just run through a couple things with you guys. One thing I did know is I was trying to use this, this is the brand Kaylin, this cream product, like face palette. I was really trying. It just was not working for me. There's like shimmer in the bronzer shades, and I don't like shimmer in my bronzer, and I couldn't quite get it to work good. It'd be a little bit muddy and kind of skip on my skin and things like that. So I learned from this that this I'm going to be passing on to probably my niece, because maybe she can work with it better. She's 14 and she's getting into makeup, and it might just be fun for her to play with. But it just didn't quite work for me. So I'm going to go ahead and pass that on, which is fine. My Wet n Wild My Glow highlighting palette from my cousin Debbie. I'm actually going to keep this into my next grouping because I did not use it as much as I would like to. So I want to keep it out so that I can reach for it some more. And then some other things really quickly. I'm going to take out my Essence Pure Nude. I already know it's a favorite. It's what I reach for all the time. I want to take it out so that I do use some other things. My Butter Bronzer, obviously, I had already used it a lot, but now I've used it more. I'm going to keep this in because I want to just use it up. I have other bronzers and things that I'm excited to use too, but I'm like, I might as well just get this used up. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep, this is the only eyebrow mascara stuff that I have, so I'm going to keep that. My Benefit They're Real mascara is pretty much donezo, like dried. It's starting to leave little flakes and stuff, on my face. So that one going in the trash. So I used that up. I'm happy about that. Keeping my eyeshadow primer. I'm going to keep this brow pencil out, and I'll tell you why after. I did use the bronzer in this a couple times, and I tried using the blush once, but it's shimmery and it's just not my favorite. I'm not big on shimmery blushes. So I actually think I'm going to pass this on to my niece as well because it's just not something that I see myself grabbing for. This is why I wanted to do this though, because it's going to help me work through some products. I was using my Juvia's powder the whole time and I really enjoyed it. When I initially got this, I kept having little breakouts on my forehead and I thought it might be from this. So I wanted to try it again and see if that was in fact what was happening, but it must not have been because I've been using this the whole time and I did not get those. So very happy to have got some use out of that. This is the only foundation I was using, so I did put more of a dent in that, and I love it, but that will be moving on out. I'm going to keep my NYX Wonder Pencil in because it's just the perfect like nude liner for the waterline, so that will go in for next month. I learned that this primer, I did not like it with two other mascaras I used it with, and I didn't like it this time either, so that is going to go in the garbage as well. I feel like it's gummy or something, like something maybe went weird with it. So I'm going to keep this primer into my next one because I just started really digging into it. But I am going to go ahead and say goodbye to the rest of this No Problem, I can never say it, priming water, because it's just weird to me. I don't really feel like it does anything. besides make my skin actually more oily. And so, no thanks. That's going in the garbage. The Maybelline concealer I have fallen back in love with. I did not realize how much I loved this. Here's why I think I didn't I liked it but didn't love it to begin with. Because when I first started using this, I was using it in the cooler months when I didn't have a tan, and I think it was too dark. It is perfect right now. It does the perfect amount of brightening under my eyes and just down my nose, you know, center of your face, that kind of thing. And so I did put a good dent in it, and I'm going to keep using this because I don't want it to go bad before I can use it up. And since I am loving it so much, I did not, oh, I did. I used this end of this brow gel. I used this twice, I think, but that was it. And I never used, I said I was going to try carving out the brow. I didn't. So I'm going to go ahead. I don't want to get rid of it though, because it's something I do want to eventually do, but it's moving out. I did use this little brown eyeliner and the black one, which I'm going to actually keep in for my next one because I don't want to pull the ones that I was using before all the time. I might as well go ahead and use these smaller ones. What's this? Oh, this is the $1 Billion Brows Mini Universal Eyebrow Pencil. I've still got, I'm afraid of it falling out. Clearly, there's a ton in there. And I just don't like the color. So I'm going to pass it on to see if my niece can use it or one of my sisters or something. My Tarte blush, I did real good breaking into more pan with that. I am going to move that out though because I want to move some new blushes in. And then the palettes that I had out for this month. Oh, I must have put my other one away. Whoops. That tells you how much I was using. I had the NYX Tropic palette, and I used this, I think like 3 or 4 times. And then my Maybelline Lemonade Craze and Soda Pop palettes, I used these almost every day, almost exclusively for like my work looks and stuff. So I got a ton of use out of them. I had pan on this Old Fashioned shade down here. I just thoroughly enjoy these palettes. And then the other palette that I had was my Nomad Tokyo Harajuku palette. And it's that pastel palette, and it's very pretty. But I found myself, I only used it, I think, 3 times. And then I kind of put it to the side. I have to add in darker colors with it, or I just don't like the super pastel pale look on me. So it's something that I definitely have to have a companion palette with, which is fine. But I do love the multi-chromes in that. They're gorgeous. The other day I wore to work and people were like, your eyes look so cool. Oh my gosh, I love your eyes. So I do love that palette. It's more of like a special, it's not an everyday palette to me. So, which is fine because I've got a lot of palettes that aren't everyday palettes. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't use it that much, but I'm glad that I pulled it out in this so that I even used it the 3 times that I did in these past few weeks. So, that was what I used for my first Shop My Stash. So I got rid of some things. I've found some things that are going to be better suited for someone else, I think. And, rediscovered some things that I really love. So let's go ahead and look through my drawers and see what I'm going to pick for next time.
I'm so happy.
Okay, so now to see what's going to be in my makeup bag, my Shop My Stash bag for the next few weeks. Like I said, same eyeshadow primer, same eyebrow mascara, same primer. What else did I say was the same? These eyeliners, and this eyeliner actually. And then my bronzer I'm keeping the same. And I said my Wet n Wild, this highlighting palette. And then the other thing that I said that I was keeping the same is this eyebrow pencil from Wet n Wild. I am loving it. I'm loving it. And so I thought, you know what? I'm going to pull out my e.l.f. pencil that's been, you know, my love. I have a backup other one in the drawer still. And I mean, I guess that's all that I have left before my backup. But I've got some eyebrows on there. Nice. But I want to see them, now that I've been using this and loving it, I want to try this and see if I'm like, go back to this. Because this one has that, this kind of shape to it. And it's just, I've been doing my eyebrows so fast. And it's cooler brown, and I think it looks better on me. So I thought I would do that kind of a little side by side. So the other things that I'm going to add in this time are for foundation, since it's getting super hot and, you know, things get a little oily around here. I get oily in the winter, so in the summer, whoo, girl. But I do not want a thick foundation on my face. Even like the foundation that I normally use, that L'Oreal one, it's not like a heavy foundation, but I still want just something lighter. Like otherwise I do get like cakey in my 11s there, and occasionally you'll see in my smile lines and stuff, and I don't want that. So I decided I would pull out my Maybelline BB creams, and I'm not gonna lie, well, I used this one. No, I used this one, the BB Fresh one. Sorry, I've got the price tag on there. It's the medium deep sheer tint 130, so that's BB Fresh. And I used this in a video that I did the other day. I'll actually link it up here if you haven't seen it yet. It was when I was trying to do a quick summer look. You can see how quick I was. And loved it. Loved how it looked. Loved the way it wore for work and everything. And then, and I sweat at work, let me tell you. And then the BB Pure, I actually have on today. And I used this one yesterday also for work. And I am really enjoying it. So yes, I cheated because instead of using my foundation that was in my Shop My Stash, I did pull these two. But those are the only cheats that I've actually really done. And then I did use this on my waterline, which I am going to stick in this. It's just this pink. It was out of like an Ipsy. I'm going to stick it in my Shop My Stash too, because I like it for certain looks like this where you want a really light line there. Okay, yeah. And then, like I said, I'm going to keep my Age Rewind concealer. I almost said conditioner. Wow. All right. The next things, now we're going to get into a little more fun. This one's not super fun. I'm going to go back to my Coty Airspun powder and try to use more of this up. I mean, I don't know if you can see in there, but I mean, I've got a ton of it left. Like it's, I mean, it's, here, let me shake it out flat. Hopefully you can see. Yeah. So, I mean, there's still a lot of powder in there. I've got concealer on there and everything else. Everything. Because that's what happens with my Coty concealers. As much as I like them, they always, like, the caps break and they get all over everything. But anyway, so that's my powder I'm going to use. And then I decided to pull out my little Milk bronzing stick here, and this is in Work. It's a lip and cheek, because I'm like, oh, I want to use these. And my thought with these, when I bought this and then I picked this as my Sephora birthday gift, had a couple little Milk products, I wanted to see if I would like them for summer. So I wanted to go ahead and use those. So I'm excited to have those pulled out. And then for blush, I went ahead and, let me get these straightened around here. I decided to pull my ABH, this is in Pink Passion, it's a blush trio. And I don't often go for pinks with blushes, but I'm like, you know what? that's why you need to pull one out and start using them. So I thought this would give me a little variety. So I am pulling that as a blush. And then also the Saharan Blush Volume 2, which looks like this. And the cool thing about this is I can also use it as eyeshadow. So my Juvia's, my love for Juvia's, you know, I had to have some Juvia's in here. So that is being pulled to use for that. And then mascara is kind of boring. I went ahead and pulled out this Smashbox Superfan Fanned Out Mascara, False Look. Yeah. All right. I don't think it's waterproof, so we'll have to see how this goes. If it's like leaving marks on my eyes and stuff, I'll have to pull something else, because sometimes sometimes mascara that's not waterproof does not work for me. Blah, blah. Oh my gosh, I had to check, make sure I was even recording. I'm like, I'm probably doing all this and not even hit the record button. Okay. And then for highlight, like I said, I kept out that Wet n Wild, but I also have my Makeup Geek here, and this is in Midnight Sun, and it looks like this, and it's beautiful. So I'm gonna be using that, and this too kind of doubles as highlight and I know you're like 3 highlight things, Danielle, really, but it's because this also doubles as like an eyeshadow thing. So this is the Kat Von D Alchemist. Is it Alchemist or Alchemy? Alchemist, right? Yeah, Alchemist holographic palette. And it looks like this, and it's so cool the way it transforms like your eyeshadows and stuff. So I'm like, ooh, that's actually really why I pulled it out, but it is technically kind of like a highlighting, what do they call this? Yeah, face and eye highlighter palette. See, I'm gonna use it to highlight my eyes, but maybe sometimes my face. And then I also chose to get out, you may have seen in a recent video, I said, I'm like, oh, this is driving me crazy, next time I have to pull it. I pulled like all my bright eyeliners because I love, this is kind of a signature thing of mine, a bright fun color in my waterline. And so I've been like missing that terribly, and I don't like it. Or I like to do like a very simple eye and then run the color right up along my upper lash line and in my waterline is super fun. So I was like, I need those out, and especially for summer, the bright fun colors, like I need those. And then I was like, and I need this too. So it's my Pixie Crystalline is the shade, and I can never remember what these are called. Fairy Lights, I believe. But I was like, I need glittery something. I need something glittery in my life. And this was fairly new that I got. And so I'm like, I want to use that. So I pulled that out to be able to use. And now to the fun part, the eyeshadow palettes, right? I mean, that's the most fun part to me anyway. I decided I would go ahead and pull my Tarteist Pro because it's for work. I love to not really have to think too much sometimes. And since they lay everything out so nicely here, of course you can mix and match, and I usually do, but I like that you can just take a row and go with it. So that is part of it. And I love the smell of it, so I love to just smell it. And then I also chose my Living Coral palette that my cousin Debbie Knobloch got me. And it looks like this because these are such gorgeous summery shades. Like with a tan, this is like, oh, yes, wonderful. So I'm very excited about that. And then I only chose one more palette. So technically it's only 3 eyeshadow palettes, but I can use my Juvia's blush palette also as one, so that sort of makes 4. And maybe this sort of makes 5. But I had 4 last time. It's okay. It's okay. I can do what I want. This is my shop, my stash. I needed to bust out my Juvia's Wahala because I'm like, okay, girl, you need to be using this. Like, what are you doing? My husband requested a look that I haven't even done yet, and so I'm going to have to do a video for that for you guys. But these are just summer amazingness fun. And so I'm like, okay, yes, I need to pull that out and have it in my shop, my stash, so that I am using it regularly. And I mean, if I want something that's not super crazy, I can just kind of do these shades for work, or these, and who am I kidding? I wore this look to work today. I wear whatever the heck I want. So those are my newest picks for Shop My Stash for the next few weeks. So you will be seeing them in some videos. If you have a request for one of these palettes or anything like that, please let me know. Because some of these things are older, so they're things that like you might have already. This I would have to look because I don't remember. I know it was like a limited time and limited quantity, and I don't know if you can still get this or not, but you can dupe with different things in your collection. I'm having a hard time with my words right now. I got a lot on my mind right now. Like, my son's graduation party got canceled because of all the virusy stuff, and that was supposed to be on the 13th, but now this Saturday, the 20th, is we're going to be doing like a smaller graduation party. It's just with family, basically, and a couple of his friends are going to come, but that still means, like, I don't even know, probably 70 people. I'm not sure. I really have to think through that, because at least 50 or 60, I don't know, somewhere from 50 to 70 is what is in my mind for who all will be there. And just the food and doing his picture boards and all the stuff, I am like, and trying to get my trailer ready, because we're taking our trailers, my mom and dad's, to stay in that because we're doing it there, and a bunch of our families coming and staying in their trailers there, and which is super fun, by the way. But all the fun also means there's a lot of preparation, and so I'm like, so yeah. So if I'm a little scattered, that would be why, or at least I'm going to try to blame it on that, because I'm never scattered otherwise. All right, well, you guys, let me know what you think of my latest picks for my Shop My Stash. I cannot wait to start using these, and tomorrow I will be using them. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye.